What's up guys, I'm Vocal Strike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time we have done some more side content, basically cleaned up Alexandria, Lindblom, and checked out Estagaza. And this time we are going to be doing Chocobo stuff. So if you actually come into the forest, we're also going to be unlocking the next Chocobo location. So if we come into the forest with Choco that has the Reef ability... Where's Mene? I've been away for a while. Who's that Chocobo? Kupo? Where's Choco? I'm not sure what happened, but he's definitely Choco. You're right, Kupo. But why? Oh! Legend was true, Kupo! I'll tell you a secret. I'm looking for paradise on Earth. Only chosen Chocobos can evolve and lead their masters to that paradise, Kupo. Let's evolve Chocos so that we can go to paradise, Kupo. So where have you been? Kupo. I finally found it, Kupo. There's a place called Salvage Archipelago across the ocean southwest from here. There's an island called Palm now, and you can enter the lagoon from there. Check on the map, Kupo. There's holy light in lagoon. It's very much like this forest. I'm sure we can find chocographs there, Kupo. So if we actually... Of course you can actually head over to the new Chocobo location right away. You will need the Reef upgrade to do it. But if you actually come in here with Choco with the Reef ability, Mene will actually mark the location on your map for you, so you can easily find it. But that's where we're heading. Chocobo's Lagoon. So that is where Chocobo's Lagoon is. However, there's no real easy way to get here. There's no Chocobo tracks on this island. So instead, we need to find the island that's nearby that does have Chocobo tracks. Which is this one. Call on good old Choco. And now we basically have to find our way to that spot. Dun 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 na 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 na. I'm pretty sure this is it. Unless I go the opposite way? I'm pretty sure this is not the wrong island. Bum 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 bum. Dun dun da 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 da. I'll find it eventually. I'm pretty sure I got the right spot. Hold on. Because I don't think there is anywhere else that Choco can be summoned, right? Yeah, no, this is the only place. Oh, wait. Was it just a simple fact that I just didn't go around far enough? It was a simple fact I just didn't go around far enough. Ha! I'm an idiot. But we already knew that. This is Chocobo's Lagoon. Mene, what are you doing here? I'm Choco's buddy, Kupo. He knows what we need to do. Let's dig around some more, Kupo. It's tougher to dig in bottom of the lagoon than it is in forest. We can only dig the shallow parts. Choco doesn't like to go deep in water. I really butchered that. So the area is limited, Kupo. Okay, I'll make it half time, half price. So yeah, we have some Choco crafts to dig up. So we have 4 to dig up and a piece. So since we can only access half of the area, we get half time, and instead of paying the usual 60 gil, we paid 30 gil instead. But otherwise, it's exactly the same. It's just that items are going to be deeper now. Come on. Where's... Yeah, 65. Wow, that was atrocious. Hey, we found the Chocograph. Eye drops. 200 gil. Wow, right away. Guess all greens. Gil. Soft. Anointment. Antidote. Oh, that was an ore. Remedy. Eye drops. Finally got Chocograph number 2. More eye drops. Chocograph number 3. Antidote. And Beak, we're up to level 17. Potion. Antidote. Gets all greens. Soft. 200 gil. And right as the time went up. Antidote. Gets all greens. Gets all greens. Soft. Potion. Eye drops. Gets all greens. More gets all greens. Anointment. Gets all greens. Soft. Chocograph piece. That leaves only the 4th and final chocograph we can get. Chocograph piece. Thou who do not... Thou who... I guess that's supposed to be thou. Or those. Thou who do not fear death. Find one, the islands in salvage. See what lies there. Sit the first. Anointment. Remedy. Every time I see something that looks deep, I get my hopes up it's a chocograph only to find out it's something else. Remedies are good, but it really does deflate. It really does kind of... It's kind of the equivalent of getting your hopes up only to be disappointed. Phoenix Pinion, will always take more of those. Antidote. Oh, this one's fairly deep. Phoenix Pinion. 200 gil. Or Antidote. Remedy. And Beak went up to level 19. Soul Greens. Anointment. Echo Screen. Or Eye Drops. Potion. Eye Drops. No, that could have been a chocograph. 200 gil. Gasol greens. Finally, the last chocograph. Now to finish up this round. Eye drops. Okay, that's all of the Choco says he can't find any more chocographs here for now. Cool. Why don't you go to the forest or use chocographs to do some treasure hunting? Okay, now that we've done that, we can now actually start digging up chocographs. Of course, let me go ahead and save in case anything happens, because you never know. Okay, now give me a minute to go through chocographs, because we got some treasure hunting to do. So our first stop is Faraway Lagoon. I heard there's a long stretch of reef. That might be it, Koopa. It feels really far away if your chocobo isn't grown up, Koopa. Are there chocobo tracks on this one? I think there is. There are. Oh, hello, new enemy. So this is a giant octopus. Let's see if we can get Dagger summoned to work. Yes! Diamond dust. So that was Shiva. Okay, so far I'm actually getting really lucky with Dagger. Yeah, we're not gonna see Amaranth's victory animation for a bit. Like, further into Disc 3 bit. Here it is. So for this one we get 37 potions, 6 magic tags, a shield armor, a Gaia gear, and that's it. We can't carry over 99 of any given item, which is fine. Our next one is Forgotten Lagoon. Cool. Why not go play in icy cold water? Some treasure is hidden in the shadows. Cool. So this one is really far up in the north in the Forgotten Continent. Oh yeah, we gotta check out some of that new equipment, because I'm pretty sure that is... Is it new equipment? Oh, Gaia gear is that. And shield armor is this. Okay, yeah, so this should be wearable. It is. Shield armor, which teaches the strat. Armor that provides excellent protection. Elemental defense, fire, ice, and thunder damage reduced by 50%. And teaches him to strat, but he's still learning locomotion. Then we have this one, which is Gaia Gear, which teaches Osmos, High Tide, and Insomniac. Robe blessed by the Earth God, absorbs Earth Elemental attack, raises Earth Elemental attack. That actually would be really handy. For the future. Nope. But for now, we have Chocobo stuff to do. And this one is a long one. So this one is further down here. Here it is. 8 Gasol Greens, 5 Ethers, 7 High Potions, a Dragon's Claws. So, new weapon for Amaranth. Next destination is Dawn Lagoon. But let's also take a look at those claws when we get back to shore. Dragon's Claws, which teaches him no mercy. Weapon made from a dragon's claw. Elemental attack, water. However, he is still learning Spare Change, and he still has yet to learn Curse, so it's just gonna have to wait. But this next Chocograph piece is down further south over where the Mist Continent is. And on the off chance you were wondering, well, what happens if you reach the edge of the world map? Well, if you look, it just loops. There's no invisible wall, you literally just loop back around. You know, like a real world. Like a proper globe. Oh, here it is. From this one, strange smoke appeared. Getting sleepy. Time for Choco to get an upgrade again. Wanderer, we wait your return. Choco, you now have the ability to climb mountains. You are heading towards your homeland. Hurry home. So Choco is red now. And what this means is that I need to... Okay, I thought you could climb up those. No, those are different. Is that, like you said, we can now climb up mountains. We can now literally almost go anywhere we want in the world just by walking. Just by riding on Choco. But now that we have the mountain ability, this does also mean we're back to Chocograph hunting. Except this time, more Chocographs. 4 more Chocographs and 2 pieces have appeared in the forest, as well as a new item that we are also going to need. You're flaming red now, Koopo. There should be more Chocographs that appear here. But now that we have the mountain ability, Chocograph items will start appearing above here on these 2 locations. Now, the problem is that the same button that also does the dig is also used for the can also trigger the climbing. I think that was a chocograph. I button mashed through that. Dead pepper! That's one of the new items. Yeah, we're gonna dig up really quickly here. Potion, but we can't carry anymore. Oh no, that's a cachucha. What's this dead pepper? Can I see Kupo? This is super spicy pepper, Kupo. It was precious seasoning long, long ago. The mist wiped out plant that grows these peppers, though. You should keep it, Kupo. It might come in handy. So it seems that some dead peppers have actually survived. To get everything, you need, at minimum, 14 dead peppers. These are going to be important a little bit later. Dead pepper? And dead peppers are also fairly common, so you shouldn't have any problem finding them. Despite the fact that they're kind of endangered at best, extinct at worst. But if dead pepper still exists, then theoretically they could, scientists could probably, find a way to regrow them, right? By like extracting the seeds. I mean, I don't really know like the process that goes on behind something like that, but food for thought. Our dead pepper. Gasol greens, eye drops, or 50 gil, Gasol greens, antidote, or eye drops, echo screen, anointment, chocograph piece. That is one of 2. Dead pepper, dead pepper, dead pepper. Okay, that still leaves the 4 chocographs and 1 more piece. Speaking of which, we found that second piece. Now we just gotta find the chocographs. Antidote. Chocograph. And B grew to level 21. Antidote. We won't find any more chocographs or pieces this run, so might as well see what we get. Anointment. So, dead peppers. Deals damage to the target if you give it to a chocobo. So this has actually two uses. It can be used as a battle item. I assume it does fire damage. I've never used it as a battle item. But the main purpose that we're going to be using these for is with Choco, which we will get to once we have once we get to spots where we can use them. $50 gil. Phoenix Pinion. Dead pepper. Potion, but we can't carry anymore. Remedy. Dead pepper. Dead pepper. 50 gil. Echo screen. Dead pepper. Oh right, we never looked at the new chocograph pieces. Courageous one, head south on the outer to reach Quintus Peninsula. See what lies there, said the first. Noble one, head north the Mist Continent. Reach Alexandria Plains. See what lies there, said the first. As you can probably tell, these are all essentially hints from Sid the First, Sid's ancestor. But we can't do anything with those yet until we get all the pieces. Dead pepper. Potion but can't carry anymore. Potion but can't carry anymore. At least we still got the points. Anointment. Get Soul Greens. Echo Screen. Dead Pepper. Echo Screen. 50 gil. Soft. Dead Pepper. Get Soul Greens. 50 gil. Gasol Greens. Chocograph, that's number 2. Antidote. Potion, but can't carry anymore. Antidote. Soft. Chocograph number 3. Dead Pepper. 200 gil. 500 gil. Phoenix Pinion. Antidote. Echo Screen. Echo Screen. Or Soft. Gasol Greens. High Potion. Eye Drops. Dead Pepper. Potion but can't carry anymore. Or Dead Pepper. Echo Screen. Gasol Greens. Anointment. 50 gil. There we go. Last Chocograph. You really start zoning out after doing this for a while. Like, you start really going into autopilot. Let's see what else we got. Eye drops. Soft. Got quite the nice haul. Choco says he can't find any more Chocographs here for now. Koopo, why don't you go to Chocobo's Lagoon or use Chocograph and do some treasure hunting? Well, the next Chocograph treasure we're going to be looking for is, if I can find the, here it is, Uncultivated Land. The treasure is buried near a river, but I don't think it'll be easy to find. Maybe you should leave it alone for now, Koopo. So this one. Even though it says that you don't need an ability to grab this one, it's over by Evil Forest. Which, while yes, there are chocobo tracks here, there's no real easy way to get to it. Without the mountain ability. you might as well just wait until you have the mountain ability to get this one. 10 antidotes, a jade armlet, 3 wing edges, and a cargo ship card. Speaking of which, we did get a wing edge back over at Estagaza, by accident mind you, and we even got 33 phoenix pinions now. But wing edges are throwing weapons, which are more powerful than the Rising Sun. And the Rising Sun is an upgrade to the pinwheel. So when we saw the pinwheel do some damage, the Rising Sun and the wing edge will do a lot more. And then another piece of equipment was an armlet. Jade Armlet, which will teach Body Temp and High Tide. Armlet made of jade. Raises Holy Elemental attack. But it also really hurts your evasion. Okay, so next... Chocograph. Is gonna be here, the Forbidden Forest. The forest lies where many mountain ranges merge. You need to go over a very high mountain. So this is another one on the Mist Continent. And of course, we're gonna need the mountain ability to get this one. It should be... Here's what we're looking for. A low closed-off forest between mountain ranges. Seven ethers, 2 elixirs, 10 wing edges, and a high mage staff. Ooh, some new equipment for Vivi. And then next is Green Plains. There are treasures on the high plains too, Koopa. High plains are grass fields that are found at a higher elevation. So this one is all the way over here. There you are. Oh boy, here we go again. Strange smoke appeared. Getting sleeper. Time to have this weird dream again. And you know what that means. Wanderer, we await your return. Choco is now deep blue. Choco, you now have the ability to cross oceans. You are getting close to your homeland. You know, he was much darker blue than this in the dream. But now, we are not restricted by reefs anymore. We can go into the ocean now. Which means now that Choco is actually slightly better than the blue Narcissus. But now with that, we have to return to the lagoon. Because now that we have the ocean ability, there are 3 chocographs that will appear there. Of course, one of the downsides of Choco is that no matter what, you can't go up like cliffs like these to reach the shore. You still need to access a beach. You look kind of dirty, Koopo. Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry, Koopo. Well, it doesn't matter what color you are, Koopo. You're still my Choco. Okay. Now that we have access to the ocean ability, we can fully access the Chocobo Lagoon now, which means we now have to pay full price and we get the full 1 minute playtime. And the Chocographs can appear here either in the ointment, either in the shore, or here in the ocean. That was a dead pepper. It's all greens. Echo screen. Soft. Eye drops. Tent. 50 gil. Phoenix pinion. Eye drops. And level 24 beak. You know, I wish they would let you finish midway digging. It'd be nice. But they don't. Okay, Chocograph 1. 2 more to go. Phoenix Pinion. Dead Pepper. Salt Greens. 500 Gil. Chocograph number 2, right out the gate. Nice. Antidote. Dead Pepper. It's all greens. Soft. Antidote. Beet grew to level 25. Dead Pepper. Eye drops. Gasol greens. 50 gil. Gasol greens. Soft. Gasol greens. Eye drops. Dead pepper. There it is, Chocograph number 3. Okay. So, now to clean up the rest of the Chocographs that we can do at the moment. Next up is Cold Lagoon. What a complicated cove. The water looks very cold. Koopo. Why would anyone hide treasure here, Koopo? Now where this is located is, as you could probably guess, up at the Forgotten Continent. The northern part of the Forgotten Continent. And they said complicated cove, so it's referring to this. Right? Here we go. 11 Paradots, 9 Opals, 15 Sapphires, 19 Topazes. You know, in case you didn't have enough of any of those. Next up is Sea at Dusk. There must be more treasures deeper in the ocean. Go dig in the ocean! Gee, thanks. I kinda got that. So another one over at the Forgotten Continent. This time on the main continent on the southern side. Here we go. "15 phoenix pinions, a white robe, a diamond, and a Masamune card." And now for the last stop on our list, the ocean. Look carefully. There's a small reef, Kupo. Call a chocobo near this place, Kupo. This is going to be one of the annoying ones. There are a few chocographs that literally just have them be out in the middle of the ocean. With no real clear landmarks. You just kind of have to run around and hope you're in the right spot, which could take you hours, or you can literally look up where they are. There you are. 27 ores, a light robe, a whale whisker, and an Alexander card. The closest thing we'll ever get to Alexander to be able to use him is a Tetramaster card. So we've gotten a few robes, which can only be worn by our mages. Light robe, which teaches full life auto regen and half MP, and white robe, which teaches loudmouth auto potion and holy. Robe possessed by the spirit of light, raises holy and shadow elemental attack. White robe, robe made for white mages, raises holy elemental attack. So those are white spells that Dagger can't learn, but Eiko can. We also gotten the High Mage staff as well. A staff that holds powerful magic. Add status Silence. Not bad. But that is all the ones we can do right now. Now we get to put those dead peppers to use. Just need to pull up the locations. So, our first stop, and these are basically hidden treasures that the game doesn't tell you about. You don't need chocographs to dig them up. You just need dead peppers. And of course, Choco with the proper upgrades. So our first stop is to the north of the smaller Lost Continent. Or Forgotten Continent. Ah, here it is. So you see these little cracks in the wall. Go over to it. And then feed Choco a dead pepper. He will bust down the hole to reveal treasure. 41 lapis lazulis, a Rosetta ring, a Protect ring, and an airship card. This does consume the pepper though. Oop. But let's take a look at these new rings. Oh, whoops. Rosetta Rain and Protect Rain. Rosetta Rain will teach Level Up, Concentrate, and Reflect ×2. Rain with a Fire God Spirit dwelling inside. Absorbs Fire Elemental attack. And the Protect Rain will teach Long Range, Mag Null, which is Magic Elemental Null, and half MP. Protects you from various attacks. Elemental Defense, all elemental damage reduced by 50%. Nice! He's so close to finishing Reflect at this point, I might as well have him finish it. And then next, we have some dive spots to cover this time. So, we can get we're getting 4 dive spots right now. And we're going back south. Here we go. So over here, in the Forgotten Continent, where my cursor is currently pointed at. By the way, that mountain crack was up around here somewhere. My apologies, I keep forgetting to pull this map up. You see these bubbles. Like always, feed him a dead pepper. Ten remedies, a black robe, Genji gloves, and a blue Narcissus card. Unfortunately, those bubbles don't go away, so you just need to keep track. Next dive spot is over at Guan's dwelling. Before we actually go in, though, can Dagger equip that robe? I don't think she can. No. I believe that is a Black Mage exclusive equipment. Here you go, Black Robe. Robe made for Black Mages. Raises Shadow Elemental attack. So, where we need to go is all the way to the end where we last talked to Vivi about Guan. Or where we found Vivi. So if you recall, we couldn't do anything about this. There's something on the bottom of the ledge in the ocean. Looks like foam. Maybe I can get there on a chocobo. Use a dead pepper. You do need the ocean chocobo for this. You could also just stand on here on the chocobo itself. However, it's higher than I thought. However, this can result in it missing and just not working. This is a more guaranteed way to get it. Found a treasure at the bottom of the ocean. You also can only get this by diving from Guan's dwelling, from that ledge there. You can't get it any other way. 9 ore, 15 topazes, a tiger racket, and a red rose card. Dive spot number 3. Oh, I get it now. We'll get to in a bit, but let's take a look at this tiger racket, which teaches Dispel, the most powerful long-range racket. Elemental attack wind. This is the strongest racket in the game. This is the ultimate racket, and there is only one. Getting this will unlock the achievement, but again, you can only get one, so you can't give it to both Aiko and Dagger. You have to choose one or the other. And even then, as you could probably guess, just like everyone else, Dagger does get an ultimate rod, and Eiko does get an ultimate flute. Also, we didn't take a look at the Whale Whisker, which teaches Kiraga and Life, legendary weapon that holds powerful magic. I want to say we don't have access to this one. I'm trying to remember what her ultimate rod is. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. Okay. So, we already have Dagger's ultimate rod. The Whale Whisker is Dagger's ultimate rod. So if you don't want to give her the Tiger Racket and still want to give her an ultimate weapon, you are sticking with the Whale Whisker. But until she learns those two abilities, she's not going to learn Kiraga just yet. Anyway, on to dive spot number 3. Okay, so the next dive spot is over here. Between the outer continent and the mist continent. Eight straw hats, 8 pearl armlets, 7 aloha t-shirts, 8 sandals. Vacation wear, basically. Stuff you would probably wear if you were, like, over someplace like in Florida, like, you know, basically someplace tropical or the beach. Like, somewhere down in, like, Miami or in Hawaii. However, there should be... Oh right, they're at the top. Straw hats, which teach no abilities, provides a southern tropical feel, and the stats are also garbage. Pearl armlet, which also teaches no abilities and provides no stats. Garbage stats. Provides a southern tropical feel. Aloha t-shirt, which again provides no abilities and has garbage stats. Provides a southern tropical feel. And sandals, which again provides no abilities and garbage stats. Provides a southern tropical feel. So yeah, these are more or less kind of joke equipment. They're garbage, they're useless. You only really ever need to put them on if you want the challenge. Nothing more. I mean, at the very least, you could always sell them if you really need the money. But the final dive spot is all the way in the north edge of the map. Ah, here it is. So it's right up here, roughly around the middle of these two of this little island of the outer continent and the northern minor forgotten continent. Let's make sure we're actually quite on it. Like fully on it, rather. And dive! And this time we get 50 potions, which we can't carry, 25 high potions, 9 ethers, and 7 elixirs. So we've already discarded items over 99. And that is all of the diving spots that we can do for now. And let's finish this up by grabbing the 2 chests that we couldn't grab before over at the various gates. So we're gonna be looking over at. So I'll see you over at Bowden's Gate. Hold it right there. What's the purpose of your visit? Oh, you have a gate pass. Sorry about that. So now that we have a gate pass, we can actually go in here. And that chest we couldn't get to before that's on top of this wagon, now that we no longer have anything to carry over our shoulders, we get an elixir card. The sun feels great. The Berkme stopped moving because the mist cleared. There's nothing for me to do here, but there's no way for me to go back home to Limblum. I hope Regent Sid builds his new airship soon. I can't believe Berkme has stopped. We just finished fixing the gate. Next stop is the gate over by Evil Forest, which I believe this is it actually. Yes. So here at this south gate we get an elixir, another elixir, and 3,206 gil. And we also see this little red palm here. This is Musco. So let's double check the mail. Have not received any mail lately. So next time on Final Fantasy IX, we are gonna go over to do maybe maybe some lighter frog catching again, as well as take a trip over to the auction house to grab a very specific piece of equipment that we really want. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so I can stay up to date on all my videos. And please do consider supporting me on Patreon, Pixie Fan Mouse, and Subscribe Star. It really does help me out. You'd be supporting me in the channel, and I would be able to make more and better content for you guys. Links are down in the description as always, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.